The structure or basic pillar, if you will, of all creation in After Effects happens within the timeline, where the magic of your footage, your shapes, the text, and anything else in the form of layers come together. In After Effects, these layers function as building blocks for everything you want to create while viewing and adjusting their timing on the very right. Each layer consists of a certain time span, which the length or width of the boxes represent. As you can see at the top, where the seconds and sometimes even down to single frames represent. For example, the very first text layer here will last for 10 seconds. If or whenever you want to see a layer for a longer or shorter time, you may drag either the beginning or end of it to be able to adjust it. The layers work in hierarchical order, so the layer stacked at the top will be the first visible to the ones below. But speaking about the layers render order as the very process of exporting or processing your project into a final video or image sequence, the layers will be prioritized or first rendered from the very bottom to the top. At this moment, all layers end before the next begins, except for the 3 layers at the very top. But if we duplicate the first layer called navigating, going to edit and pressing duplicate, and then turning this one into red, it's always the one at the top showing when we change the order. I have both external layers inside my timeline as well as internal one from the actual program. There are 9 layers which can be created. If you right click the timeline, go to new, choose any of these to add to the timeline. There's some additional layers, either combined or adjusted, like the composition layer or guide layer. A guide layer is basically any type of layer turned into a guide or reference and will not affect the final render, indicated by that hashtag looking icon popping up between the text icon and name. It could be really useful when you're working in several different compositions, and perhaps add a main object as guide layer to adjust the other ones around. Going back to that little arrow icon here, depending on what type of layer it is, the alternatives can differ slightly. A standard text layer will have the text, transform, and animate properties, but with this one I've also added the layer styles to it before to get that slight 3D looking effect.